the follows, Latinas. So, everybody, if you like to join in, if you want to have the experience of your life in a yoga lesson with like opening the hips, join in, you know. It's a really great practice. And we are starting with just a little bit of warm-up because we have been sitting for quite a time. And a great warm-up in yoga is sun salutations. So if you have a mat, come to the front of the mat. If you don't have a mat, you don't need a mat, but it just is harder without a mat. So a mat is assisting you. Come to the front of the mat, bring your arms up, slight back bend, engage your belly, breathing in. Breathing out, folding forward. Good. From here, lifting yourself halfway up, breathing in. Breathing out, folding forward. Place your hands on the floor, bend your knees as much as you need, step back. Left, right, and start to walk with your heels a little bit up and down. Coming into a downward facing dog here. Pushing your hips up into the sky. Hey, welcome in, Marwan S.
Welcome to your doom.
Why is everybody like, thank you, I'm Celsi. I am Celsi. Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you. Move your heels up and down. Again, we're going onto a long hike very, very soon. And I'm excited to share with you that lovely experience. Just move with your heels up and down. We're here in downward facing dog. If it's too much for you, you can also come forward, bringing your shoulders a little bit more over your wrists. And just move with your heels up and down. Good. From here, come forward into a plank position and lower yourself slowly down. Bring your elbows close to your body, 90 degrees. You can also lower yourself down by coming onto your knees and then slowly lower yourself down. Release your hips down to the floor, release your body down to the floor. Now what you want to do is press in with your feet into the ground. Push your knees into the ground, drawing your belly button in and up and lifting yourself forward and up, just slightly. Your head is in line with the spine. What I don't want to see from you guys, because you learned this from me, is this one here. We're not looking up like that. Our head is in line with the spine. In line with the spine. Good. Good job, everybody. From here, press yourself back up over your knees or directly into downward facing dog. Woohoo! Breathing in deep. Look between your wrists and start to walk forward slowly. Step by step. Forward. Feeling maybe a little bit of stretch. Bend your knees as much as you need. Bring your hands to your hips. Elbows pointing upward. Bend your knees more. And bring your hands up. Get long. Slight back bend. And we're going again. Breathing out. Folding forward. Breathing in. Lifting halfway. Breathing out. Folding forward. Jump or step back. With your heels, move up and down, downward facing dog. You're doing great, everybody. Keep it up, come forward, elbows 90 degrees. Lower yourself down completely and pull yourself forward and up. Shoulder blades are coming onto the back together. Your elbows are pointing back to your feet and your head is in line with the spine. Again, what I don't want to see is this. We're not looking up like that, super uncomfortable. Keep it comfortable. Natural extension of your spine of your head. Shift yourself back, downward facing dog. Breathing in deep. Look between your wrists and start to walk forward and up as you're breathing out. Bend your knees, bring your hands to your hips, elbows pointing upward and stand up with a straight back. Take a deep inhale and release. Whew. Good, come into the middle of your mat and start to jump. Start to jump out of your knees. Just out of the knees. Release your shoulders, release your head. Good job. So really waking up your body a bit. I think you broke your back. Are you joining in? If so, good job, Tina. Take it soft, you know. Take it soft, don't push yourself too much. And you know, it's not about like pushing yourself too much, but rather enjoying the progress, you know, enjoying where you are today and saying it's okay. So don't compare to me where I am today, and don't compare yourself to others from Instagram and other pictures that you see, but just listen to your body and honor wherever you are today. Releasing your shoulders and your neck. Let everything jumping out of your knees. Good job. And from there, if you like to intensify, jump out of your heels and stomp the ground a lot. Releasing your shoulders and your neck a lot. How does that feel? So yoga has also a lot to do with body awareness. And from there, if you like to intensify, jump out of the toes and reconnect with the toes and the heels to the floor. At any point in time, if anything starts to hurt you, please feel free to listen. Not just feel free, but listen to your body. And if anything hurts you, come out of it. It's completely normal that sometimes maybe you have some pain here when you jump like that. But that's okay. Listen to it, and so really try to release your shoulders and your neck. Completely come back. Welcome in. I'm Celsi. Yeah, I'm here today with a broken back. Now, if you have herniated disc issues, Tina, then I can give you a video there on my YouTube. It's basically the best video that I have. So yeah, feel free to check that out. Everybody, now this exercise that's coming, it's really great. It looks strange, but it's really great. And you will discover a different way of like how you're walking when we're doing this exercise. So after we did it and you're going out and walk somewhere, you will feel like, oh yeah, feels maybe a little bit different. Or just check in yourself with like what you get out of it. I really love to share this exercise. So what we're doing is we're connecting with your hands to your hip bones. To your hip bones. And then we're starting to move with one side, with one hip. We are creating, kind of like imagine you're washing a dish. So move forward with one hip, then right, then back and left, and again forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back, left. The other hip keeps kind of stays in place. Does that make a little bit sense? Good job. And you can also make smaller circles. You can change the side, turning into the other direction. Good job. From there, how does that feel? Listening in. And it looks strange, you know, in yoga we want to go out of like basic movements that we do day by day, and we're wanting to explore something that we're not usually doing, right? Good. Now we are coming to saltos, so think about again one hip, forward, down, backward, up, forward, down, backward, up, forward, down, backward, up. Can you do that? Meanwhile, the other hip is kind of like stable at one position, or it's not moving along, so we're not doing like the whole thing here, but just one side. Good. Isolating the movement. How does that feel? Big heart to you as well. I'm Salsei. It's like Salsei. Good. From there, turn around as well. How does the other side feel? The other side. And from there we have one more little exercise with the same hip side. Mainly we want to clean the windows, they're dirty. So let's do it. We're going right, down, left, up. Right, down, left, up. How does that feel? And also feel free to change the direction. Cleaning the windows. And if you're doing it for the first time, it feels like strange. How does that work exactly? It's completely normal. It's completely fine. Slatina, you're looking amazing today. What did you do? Did you do some yoga? That's my flirt for you today. Good to have you guys. Again, this is one of my last yoga lessons here on Twitch for like at least at home. We're going away on a long hike. Shake your legs out. We're going to change the sides. Check in with how your legs are feeling right now. Does one leg feel different than the other? Just stand for a moment. Feel in. If it doesn't feel like anything differs, that's okay. Maybe there is something. Maybe there's nothing. It's okay. So from there, we are doing the same thing. We're cleaning the dishes again. They are dirty again already. What happened? Who ate from the dishes? So front, left, back, right. Front, left, back, right. By the way, Sean is behind me here. Sean is already ready for the trip. He's a little dragon, and we are here all dragon yogis, and Sean is here for entertainment, energy and motivation. And he thinks of course that you're here at the right place at the right time, Slatina, and happy to have you. Good. That wasn't that much of a flirt, but I think that's okay. And also make smaller circles again. How does that feel? You know, it's not too hard to do these kind of things, but still, they have a great effect. You will see it. Good. We're coming to clean the windows, I think. No? Is it clean the windows already? We're doing cleaning the windows already. Left, down, right, up. Keep the right hip kind of like in place as good as you can. You don't need to make too big circles. Maybe you also feel like something's opening up, you know? Left down, right up, and also inverse the movement again. So again, I learned this from, I think it was Lars or Gabe, I'm not sure anymore, at the Swiss Acro Festival, like a year ago, and it was amazing. And I didn't really get it back then when it was taught to me, but now I kind of like understand like the movements. And shake your legs out a bit. And of course, now after cleaning the windows, we still need to do the saltos. So come forward, down, backward, up. Forward, down, backward, up. Really feels like it's opening something in my hip today. How does it feel for you guys? I'm not lying, by the way. I'm authentic here. So I'm not telling you any kind of shit here. So everything that I'm saying, you can trust me that it's kind of like authentic and true. So I really feel like something is happening. Some kind of muscles like is relaxing, or like a muscle is like really engaged there. It feels good doing these kind of movements to give a little bit more space there, you know? More space. Good. Shake your legs out. Check in with how you're feeling with your legs. And for now, we're coming into Warrior 2 because we want to open our hips up a bit. You will see that in a moment, and then we're going to do further and further things for our hips. And you will see how deep you can get into hip openers today. And we really are going to push it, so please, you know, take it slow. Come to the front of the mat, shake your legs out a bit. And we're stepping back with our right leg, turning it 90 degrees. Make sure your front leg is pointing into the middle of the back foot. Good. From there, make sure your front knee is over your heel. So what's happening if you're really opening the hips? So think about opening the hips, getting one line from your back foot to the top of your knee. And we are looking to the side, right? So we're looking to the side with our hips as well. With your whole body and with your hips. So check your knee again. Is your knee still over your front of the heel? Because mine isn't. So what we can do, or what I can do, maybe yours is, and you have really open hips, right? You can move your back foot's toes a little bit forward, and then you can move your knee again over your front heel. Good job, everybody. Bring your arms by your sides. Look over your front hand. Push out from arm to arm, from hand to hand. Breathing in deep. Engage your belly a bit. As you're breathing out, relax a bit. Good, relax. And then breathing in, engage, get longer, row, take up more space. And as you're exhaling, relax a bit. Good job. One more time. Breathing in, get longer, feel the space. Breathing out, releasing a bit. Good. From here we're coming into Peaceful Warrior. Bring your back hand to your thigh. We are leaning to the back. Engage your belly. Good. Come to the front, elbow to knee, and reach up from your back foot to the top of the fingers. Engage your belly. Good job. Smile. You're doing great. If you like to take it to the full variation, bring your arm up and then release. Slowly come, step a little bit forward with your back foot. Straighten your front foot. We're doing my least favorite yoga pose. It's still a kind of like an easy yoga pose, but in my opinion it isn't. So this is triangle pose. So we're still standing like before. We just stepped a little bit to the front with our back foot. Our front foot straight. Bring your arms by your sides. What you're doing is, imagine somebody's pulling your front hand. Imagine somebody's pulling you forward. So what's happening is one hip is coming up, the other sinks down. Good. Feel that in your body. You can bring your hands there. Feel how one hip is higher, the other hip is a little bit lower. Now what you want to feel is also that we're not slouching. We're not bending our upper body down, but we keep our upper body straight. Good. From there, you grab on to wherever you can. You're opening up. So try to not grab onto your knees, or either below your knee or above your knee. Engage your belly, keep your sides strong. Good. And release. Come out of it. Least favorite yoga position covered. So always, in yoga it's always also about like, what are you doing least favorite, and then you need to work on it. So because I heard so many times like, oh yeah, I don't want to do this. It's like a girl, I can recount an experience I had. A girl that came to a yoga lesson was like, I don't want to dance freely, Sometimes we're also dancing like freely, just wherever we are, however you feel, like with some music. And she said like, no, I don't want to dance freely today. So it's like, don't want to do that, and we're honoring that, right? But again, like another day, so maybe she had a bad day and everything and she didn't want to do it, it's completely fine. But most likely this is exactly where you should work on. This is the thing. If you don't want to do something, especially in working out, then you need to work out there. Okay, we're changing the side. Enough talked. That's the funny thing, and that's also why so many people are like, as men you're doing the strength exercises, and the women are just doing like flexibility all the time. It's like, oh, okay, what are you guys doing? Oh yeah, we're doing what feels good to us, but maybe we should do something that doesn't feel good to us. Do you get me? And in the end it will feel good, right? Okay. Your front foot points into the middle of the back foot. We are in Warrior 2 again. open your hips up to the side. So think about looking to the side, right? Again, if your knee comes in to the side when you're doing that, bring your back foot's toes a little bit forward, and this brings your knee back. Good. Bring your arms by your sides. Look over your front hand. Breathing in deep. Get long from your feet to the top of the head. Get long from hand to hand. And then lean to the back. Engage your belly. Come to the front, elbow to knee. Woo! I think we're going one more time up to Warrior 2 because it was a little bit quick. Come one more time up. Feel how your hips are open to the side. Look over your front hand. Bring your arms by your sides. Take a deep inhale. And as you're exhaling, soften your arms. Soften your whole body. Maybe go a little bit deeper into this position. And then inhale. Reach. Exhale, soften. Inhale, reach. Exhale, soften. Okay, one more time. Peaceful warrior. Lean into the back. Engage your belly. Come to the front. Elbow to knee. Reach up. Engage your belly. Find one line from your back foot to the top of the fingers. Good job. Slowly come up. Step forward with your back foot. Woo, woo. Good. Your front foot is straight. We're in kind of the same position. You need to find the right distance here. So try to mimic me as good as you can and try it out. You know, maybe it's a little bit further than me. Maybe it's a little bit closer. Good. From here, we still have open hips, right? Bring your arms by your sides. Think about somebody's pulling you forward at the front hand. So think about that. Really imagine it. Somebody's pulling you forward at the front hand. Good. From there, feel your hips. It's one hip further up. The other hip is further down. Good job. Now feel your sides, making sure that your sides are engaged. Good. Bring your arm down wherever you can. Make sure your front leg is straight. And see where you can work on. If you have a block on the floor, that could also help if you're further down than me. Good job. Keeping your side body strong. One more deep breath. And release. Triangle pose. Good job. Release completely out. Shake your legs out. How do your hips feel right now? Are they a little bit worked already? You feel them a bit? That's good. So jump a bit. Let it out. Definitely a lot of emotion stored in the hips. You know? Oh, it feels so good. This is another exercise that we can do. You just bring your right leg up, turning and making some circles now. Your hips. Again, connect to your hips. Making a circle with your knee. Also make smaller circles. You can change the direction. And by the way, all these exercises are great for like sexual health. Because yeah, hips, you know, open hips, great. For like all sex variations, if you like that, you know, if you like to work on that, you'll feel way more open in these kind of things. You're doing these kind of positions. Good. Change around, other side. See how it feels. And we are going deeper. Don't you worry about it. We are going way deeper. It's just a warm up. Maybe it feels like a little bit easy for you. Don't worry, it will be hard. If you're like from India, okay, then we can say like, okay, most likely won't be too hard for you. So bring your feet by your sides. We're coming into horse stance. So what you like to do is like having the knees over your heels and bring your feet kind of like apart as far as you can, as far as you can manage. If you have them more closer together, that's fine. And from there, we're also doing something for our hands. If you like to go to the full variation of goddess pose, please feel free to do that. So for that, you need to bring your feet a little bit more in, and then you can come up. Yeah, I should have a little bit more out. It's very precise, you know, it's very precise. Then you can pick up your arms, also making 90 degrees angles here. The nicer you have your angles, the better it looks, you know. Smile, don't forget to smile, embrace the shake. Bring your arms forward wherever you are and start to claw the fingers in and open them up again. Really clawing them in and opening up. It's not flappy fingers, but clawing your fingers in, opening up again. So staying in horse stance, can come out of goddess pose, and you can just go a little bit up and down, moving a bit up and down. Or if you did goddess pose, bring your arms forward, push out of your shoulders. Good job. Clawing your fingers in and out, in and out. Let's go for a round of 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Slowly. Bring your arms down. Come up. Step in. Left, right, left. Woo! How does that feel? Shake your legs out. We're not overdoing it, but we're warming up, we're working on it. Good job, everybody. Let's come to the front of the mat. Hinge at your hips a bit, bend your knees, bring your hands down, step one leg back, bring it down onto the floor. If you need to put something under your knee, do that. Grab anything, some cloth, anything that makes it comfortable for you. So from here, come a little bit forward. See where you can go. Bring both hands on one side. And then come to the back. Drawing the toes back up towards you. If you have some blocks that you can use, take your blocks and put your weight there, and then you can hinge with your hips a bit more. Work a little bit more there. And forward again. Good. Back. Forward. And back. Forward. Back. On your time. Move with a breath. Move with your breath, taking deep inhales. Coming forward, exhaling. Relaxing. See where you can work. Find a stretch here. Coming up again. Draw the toes back towards you. Hinge at your hips. Find a hamstring stretch here and release. Good. Bring your arms forward. Pick up your back leg. Step forward and change or jump change as you like. Whoop. Don't need to hurry. Do it in your time. Good. How does it feel? Pick up your toes, point them back towards you, hinge at your hips. Woo. Forward. Finding a hamstring stretch here. It feels great for me to stretch a bit. Does it feel for you? Hang in there. We're going deeper in just a bit. So don't worry about it. If you're like, it's not really hard or anything, don't worry. It will be hard in a bit. Especially if you're not a Indian person that is super, super flexible. It will be quite hard in a bit. Good. Bring your hands forward. Push into the mounts of the fingers. Bring your legs back. Move your heels up and down. So we want to feel super great today, of course. And for that, there's pigeon pose in a bit. But I thought like there was, just come into downward facing dog and move your heels a little bit up and down right now as we're taking a bit of a break. If you need to come into child's pose, do child's pose. And yeah, we're going to do child's pose together. So child pose is bringing your knees down to the floor, to the side of your mat. So a little bit apart, your big toes together. And then really reach yourself forward with your arms by your sides. Release your head down. Whew, good. Just be here. Releasing your whole body. How does it feel? Maybe reaching a little bit further. Your shoulders can be away from your ears. Good. Breathing in deep. If it's not possible to breathe in deep, then come up and loosen your belt. So it's something that I had experienced by myself. Loosen your belt in these kind of positions. Otherwise, it's super hard to breathe deep. Good. From here, slowly come up. Oh yeah. Feels juicy already. Good. I think, now it came back to me what we want to do first. So grab a pillow, grab something to sit on. You can also grab a big book to sit on. And we're going to shake the baby. I think it's just carrying the baby, it's not shaking the baby. You can come a little bit closer, of course. God, come a little bit closer. What we're going to do is we're grabbing this leg here. Whoop! And we're taking it here. We're just shaking it a bit. Right. How does that feel? Move and see where you can bring your baby. You can also just pick it up like that. If it's not accessible to you, bring it here, you know? It's fine. Try to sit upright. And maybe you can wrap a little bit more around, like that. See if that works. At any point, if anything starts to hurt you, listen to your body, respect your body, don't overgo it. See where your leg can move. Release. Changing around. Other side. See where you can bring your leg. See if you can still have an upper back, a straight back. Yeah? An upper back. Of course you have an upper back, but see if you can sit straight. You're doing that. How does it feel? And slowly release. Slowly release. How do your legs feel at the moment? So, I like to do it the following way. I also need some clothes for it, or some, you can take a block. A lot of, like, again, Indian people, they can't just do it. For me, it's not accessible, you know. So we need to work on it again and again. So I've got a little pyjama here. I've got a little bit more clothes here. What we're going to do is we're going to do fire lock position. Fire lock position is the following. It also has to do with hips, you know. Everything has to do today with hips. So bring one like block or like something that you can put your leg on to your lower leg and find a good angle. You need to try this out if like what's your flexibility at first, you know. But as I'm going in, you'll see how I'm doing it. You're picking your right leg up and you're putting it over your left knee. Of course you can do it the other side as well. So now what you're seeing, my leg is in the air. It's not that great. So you want to kind of like have something hold your leg. Maybe it's even your hand or something that you can put in between and you can kind of like release into there. You feel safe, right? Keep your feet active and see if you can just sit upright, breathe. So again, this is like for a lot of like Indian people, they can't just sit like that, plop, plop, down on the floor. And we are also making our way there slowly but surely, you know. But it's not like that we can get instantly there, you know. Take some time. And it's okay. So try to sit upright, sit up on something. If you need to put your lower support a little bit higher, then you can maybe release a little bit of the upper support. Come with your upper leg a little bit lower. Try it out, you know. Be curious about how fire lock position works. Good. And this is now a position that we will redo in a bit. So slowly come out of it. There's no need to be quick here. Come out. If you're way higher than me, it's okay. You know, it's hard. These are the hard things. And in the beginning it will feel like, doesn't feel that great. But if you repeat it a little bit, you learn it, like, oh yeah, you know what? It actually does help opening the hips. But it takes some time, you know. Good things takes time. But you got this, I know it. So again, try your best here. If you have some blocks, that's even better if you can put a block here. And then you can release a little bit more. Hold with your arm as well a bit. Try to sit upright again. How are you doing? Let me check. Look at that. This is something, you know, especially like, I've been thinking a lot about like, what kind of like exercises I would give like people that will be hiking a lot in the next time. And I thought like, yeah, open hips are important. Especially if you're going for hikes, things, you want to have open hips because you can move just more freely. Otherwise you're kind of like limited. You're a little bit limited, and if you can just open your hips a bit more, then you can have a different kind of like movement through the terrain, through the ground, and this will help a lot. And that's why I think I will create like a hiking series or something from like yoga, and just keeping them nice and short, like maybe 20 minutes. I mean, this lesson here is probably taking 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. But we're coming to the end, so slowly come out of it again. Take your legs, slowly come out of it. Good job. So we're coming into pigeon pose. Have you done pigeon pose before? If so, get right into it. Just follow along with me if it's new for you. So come into downward facing dog. So we're pushing our hands into the floor. Hips are up into the sky. Get long from your hands to your hips. Good. Walk your heels a little bit. See how you Feet are feeling, legs are feeling. Wonderful. You're doing good. Then we're picking up our right leg. Woohoo! Right leg goes up. And we're bringing the right leg forward. Elbow comes to your wrist. So what you want to do here is you're picking your front leg, so kind of like to the front. I want to have your front leg parallel to the front of the mat. If this isn't possible for you, you can do it on a chair to really get like this 90-degree angle. So not 90 degree from your knee kind of like angle, but it's your leg is parallel to the front of the mat. Important. And it's super hard for me like that, but you can do it by just using your hands as well as a little bit of support. Good. From here you just breathe and keep your hips in the middle. This is the important thing. Try to keep your hips in the middle. We don't want to fall to the right like that. We don't want to fall to the left, but we want to keep in the middle. Good. Your front leg is parallel to the front of the mat. And from there, you can slowly try to lower a little bit down, or you can move a little bit back with your back leg. Make sure your back leg is straight. Good. And there, breathe. Keep your hips on one level. As good as you can. At any point, if something hurts, come out of it. And breathe deep. Breathe deep. Use your breath as a tool here again. Feel your power as well into the stretch. Slowly come up. Bring your hands by your sides again. Tuck your back foot's toes in. Then push up and move back. Good job. Okay, friends, this is really deep. Again, take care doing this. You know, you also want to push yourself a bit. And here's now the opportunity, because we warmed ourselves up now for the whole time to really push ourselves a bit more. So our hips are really warm right now. So now you can push yourself a bit. It's allowed, you know. If you're doing it without warming up, it will just be completely awful. It's completely awful experience. And that's what I also experienced in my yoga teacher training here and there. Just not warm enough hips. And we're changing the side, other side. Bring your left knee forward. And again, move your leg parallel to the front. Good. Parallel to the front. You're just picking your leg and putting it there. Now, check. I'm just falling to the side, so you want to work against that. Kind of creating this 90-degree angle. Your knee might come up a little bit off the floor, but as soon as it would hurt, if your knee hurts, come back out of it. Then you need to lessen it a bit. Try to keep your hips on one level as good as you can. Keep your front leg engaged, front foot engaged. And see if you can work a little bit here. Work with your breath. Love yourself here. You are worth it. Know that. You're doing a good job for yourself here. One more deep breath here. Come on, you guys, you got this. Slowly come up. Bring your hands by your sides. Your back foot's toes tuck in. And step back. Come into downward facing dog and walk your feet a little bit out. See how that feels. Good job. And as promised, we're not quite finished, but we want to see, like, hey, does actually something happen? How do your hips feel? You can also walk over your legs, stepping left, right, left here. How does that feel? Good. Slowly release. Forward. Bring something to sit on. Because we're going to do it again, as promised. This is the last thing that we're doing. Afterwards we're going to chill out, relax, and you earned it. Do some Shavasana. So bring something below your leg. We're starting the other way around this time. So right leg is the lower leg. And bring your other leg to your knee. And again, put something under. So it's all about open hips, you know? All about open hips. See that you feel comfortable. It's the most important. How are your feet feeling? How are your toes feeling? Is your whole body feeling? Can you sit upright? Good job, everybody. Smile. Don't forget to smile. And when we're here already, give yourself a hug. You can give yourself a big, big, juicy hug. Close your eyes. Doing a good job for yourself. Good job. You're worth it. You're valued. These stretches will help you in your life. To manifest what you want to manifest. To overcome like stresses, to overcome blockades, overcome difficulties in your life. Slowly release. Make sure you remember which hand is on top. It was the left hand that was on top. Slowly change around other side. And maybe you feel a little bit of a difference in like how it was the first time you did it, how it's now the second time. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Maybe not. It's fine. Fire lock position. It's hard. It's not easy. And again, trying to sit upright. For me, what I feel is like, oh yeah, it's a little bit easier to sit upright. Maybe I'm not further down with my legs. It feels a little bit easier to sit upright. Maybe I can relax a little bit more. Now that we did this deep, deep stretch in pigeon pose. And again, you know what time it is. Give yourself a big hug. One more time. Bring your other hand on top. Arm on top. Smile. Fire lock position. Keep your feet engaged. Make sure this position feels great for you. If that's not for you, just come out of it. It's okay. Slowly release. One leg back. Other leg. Let's come and lie down on the floor. Most likely feel your hips right now. Let's bring your knees up a little bit. Bring your arms by your sides, cactus position, and release your knees to the right and the left. See how that feels. So moving your knees to the left and to the right. Yeah. Relax. Really good job. And just come back into the middle. Extend your legs. Bring your arms by your sides, coming into Shavasana. We're just staying here. This is the last time that I'm teaching here on my home. We're going to do a bit more Shavasana, and I will join in with you. In the end, we're just doing a quick little coming out of it. Nothing major. We're going for a little bit longer today. I'm showing. Honor the work you put in today to your hips, to your whole being. For yourself. How wonderful you are. Just be. Not to do anything. Just be. Just a few more. And hope my microphone is still on. Whew. Probably it will be close one. I hope it still works. Let me check. Slowly shift yourself to a side and come up. Slowly. Shift yourself to a side. Come up by your side. Come to a sit. Make yourself comfortable in this sit. I wanted to thank you for being here today in this very last yoga lesson from my home. So we're leaving my home. We will be doing yoga here and there, but it's more going to be of exploration. And yeah, keep it short today. Today we're not doing anything anymore because I feel like this was enough right now. We will be singing a lot on when we're walking, or we'll be doing a lot of these things. I cannot wait. Can't wait for it. And yeah, we will see you there. Thank you for tuning in. This was Yoga with Marcel and Sean, and this was it. Friend Mika, welcome Mika. This was it here. Good to see you, Mika. Everybody. We see each other, Mika. The next time we see each other, we will be on the hike. On the hike. Speak after me. On the hike. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that exciting? I won't be able probably to stream too much but I try to have a regular routine. You know where to find me in the Discord. Just write with me at any point in time. Thank you for caring about me, Mika. I appreciate it. I also care about you. Hope you're doing great. Let me know what's happening in your life. On the hike, exactly. On the hike we go. And Sean is already prepared, you know? Sean is already prepared. We also have like the white shell here, symbolizing this hike, Camino de Santiago. And I cannot wait. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm afraid, I have fear, I feel love, I feel everything. And I cannot wait to make my first steps on that journey and also share it together with you guys. And I'm always like tearing up a little bit, you know, but I start to learn to feel it. Start to learn to feel it and to describe what I'm feeling, instead of just like tearing up, describing what I feel, right? And create something out of it, instead of like just trying to manifest the tears, instead of like really putting words behind these emotions, if that makes sense. And I feel that it's the right way to, the right thing to do. So everybody, my heart to yours. No, take good care. You're worth it. See each other very soon. I know that. I'm happy about that. And let's change the world for the better, step by step. Wish you a wonderful day, Mika. Whatever you're up to. Take a deep breath in together with me. Let's breathe together one time. Then we are finishing up the stream. So exhale completely. Inhale deep into your belly, into your chest, just one time. Feel how you're breathing in together with me. Feel how we're breathing in together. And exhale. Thank you. Thank you for coming on and sharing yourself today. This was it. And we see each other very soon. I cannot wait for it. Take care.